Bangalore is known as city of gardens and trees, and most familiar flowering trees seen along roads and in parks and gardens of Bangalore, they are the trumpet trees under the genus Tabebuia. So very different, fascinating, colorful flowering in the month of January, February, March, even May. These trees are basically from Central America and South America origin. They are native to South America, Central America, but planted in the gardens of India for their beauty and splendor. These Tabebuias are also planted in Jammu by the floriculture department. And if we look back to the history of the Incas period, during the Inca civilization in the Andes of Bolivia, South America, there were the healers called as Calavayas. And these Calavayas, basically, they healers have the know-how to identify the herbs, more than 300. In fact, they used quinine to treat malaria before the literate scientific European world came to know about the healing qualities of Cinchona officinalis, popularly called as quinine tree. So quinine tree is also from the South American continent. So they used even the Tabebuias. Basically the Tabebuia bark having the lapachol, and one particular tree which is seen in Jammu, planted in Bagebahu and also in the city beside the flyover in a temple campus, we see this tree which is known as the purple lapacho tree, or also called as purple trumpet tree. And lapacho is basically the tea also. Tea obtained from the bark of this tree. It's a medium-sized tree. It is deciduous. It sheds its leaves in the winter, and it is the earliest bloomer. It starts blooming in late December and early January when it is leafless, and it has the pink purple, deep purple blossoms borne in dense clusters. So the tree becomes purplish. All its leaves are not present, and when leaves appear, they are opposite. But each leaf is compound palmate, as we find in case of Bombyx sativa, Semal. Leaves are palmately compound, but they are opposite, which is the character of Bignoniaceae family, to which our Shionaka belongs. So we can say the Tabebuias, the ornamental garden trees, they basically belong to Shionaka family, or we can say they belong to the family to which our Dashmul tree, Oroxylum indicum, belongs. And this particular tree, which was earlier known as the Tabebuia, even Tabebuia nicaraguensis, and now it is accepted name is Androanthus impatyginosus. So there was a time when it was also called a Tecoma impatyginosa. So basically in South America, very good work on the various Tabebuias was carried out by Alvin H. Gentry. In 1992, he submitted the thesis, and according to his revision of the genus Tabebuia, he identified 99 species. But the present DNA molecular analysis has proven that in that complex of 99 Tabebuia species, trumpet trees, about 65 are basically kept under Tabebuia, and others stand shifted to two other genera. One is Dendroanthus and another is Rosiodendron. So some of these species stand shifted under Rosiodendron, as we have Rosiodendron donell-smithii, also called as primavera. It is found in Mexico and wood is used for furniture making. It is the golden flowering tree. Another under Rosiodendron is Rosiodendron chryseum. It is endemic to Colombia and Venezuela and commonly called as Araguaena. And this particular tree, Rosiodendron chryseum, having again the yellow flowers and commonly called as Araguaena, is also the name for Dendroanthus chrysanthus. That is another tabebuia like plant. But what we find in Jammu and mostly even in Bangalore gardens, which is purplish in color, this is Dendroanthus impetaginosus. This is used as a honey plant. So many honeybees, they are very fond of visiting this tree, and mostly its bark under the lepacho was used even by the Incas, and still it was regarded as a medicinal plant till recently, when it was found with further investigation that basically lepacho is also toxic and it also have some damaging effect on DNA. So now it is abandoned, but as per the folk healers, especially the Kalavayas and the indigenous people's knowledge, it was medicinal and used for many ailments. It was used as immunostimulant, as adaptogen, as tonic, even useful against candidiasis, even useful against Helicobacter pylori. And this tree has found depletion in the natural forests in South America, and depletion is similar to Swietenia macrophylla mahogany, and its lepacho tea is very useful and mostly people take. And these folk healers has also popularized the use of tabebuia, now called as Dendroanthus impetaginosus. We also find another Dendroanthus species which basically native to South America. One is Dendroanthus chrysanthus, previously called as tabebuia chrysantha. It is against yellow flowering, and in the 1948 it was declared as the national tree of Venezuela, Dendroanthus chrysanthus. So this is a dry season flowering tree and grows in Venezuela and commonly called as Araguaena. Another tree under the genus Dendroanthus is Dendroanthus chrysotrichus. This is golden trumpet tree. It is semi-evergreen and it is found in Brazil, and this is also presumed to be the national flower of Brazil, and it looks very similar to Tabebuia ochracea, which is another golden trumpet tree. This Dendroanthus chrysotrichus is rich in nectar, and many birds also prefer to visit the flowers, basically glittering bellied emerald bird and white-throated hummingbird. They love to visit flowers of Dendroanthus chrysotrichus preferably. They prefer these blooms rather than the blooms of other tabebuias. But under the tabebuia we also find another golden flowering tree in our Bage-Bahu in Greenbelt Park, Gandhinagar, also planted in Delhi and Bangalore. That is basically Tabebuia aurea. Aurea means gold. So its leaves are silvery white. So it was earlier known as Tabebuia argentea, and now it is called as Tabebuia aurea. So it is also known as a golden trumpet tree or golden silver trumpet tree, because it also has the silvery white leaves and golden colored flowers. Here leaves are opposite. They are palmately compound, as in case of Dendroanthus impetaginosus, we have the 5 leaflets in one leaf. But in case of Tabebuia or aurea or argentea, we have 5 to 7 leaflets. And these leaflets are longer as compared to impetaginosus species. This particular tree, Tabebuia aurea or argentea, earlier it was called as yellow Tabebuia or Caribbean Tabebuia, although it is not native to Caribbean islands. Also known as the golden silver trumpet tree or silver trumpet tree, a tree of gold. It is again a dry season flowering tree. It is a deciduous tree. When leaves are shed, then flowers appear somewhere in March, April. So this particular tree in its native habitat is depleted, and it is found that the very threatened, critically endangered Spix's macaw, Cynocetaa spixi, which is thought to be extinct in the wild. That bird uses the tree for nesting. So tree is very important for the survival of Spix macaw. This tree introduced in Indian gardens as an ornamental tree. It is having the crooked trunk with a very beautiful cork crocodilian type of bark, and its leaves are silvery, and its wood is susceptible to damage in the winds. So this particular name Tabebuia has basically come from the Tupian language. It was spoken in the 16th, 17th, 18th century in the Amazon basin. So that particular Tupian language, they called these old woods of these trees get infested with ants. So Tabe and Buia, these are two words, basically ant and wood. So the tree having the wood infestation, mostly rotting woods, they are infested by ants. So the bird was coined as Tabebuia, popularly called as the trumpet trees. So this particular tree is also very much planted in Bangalore and Delhi and Hyderabad. We also have many other species found in Bangalore. Bangalore is also known for another Tabebuia, which is called as rosy trumpet tree, Tabebuia rosea. Here leaflets are again 5, like impetaginosa. It is also called as pink poi in the South American language, or another name is Robel de Sabana or Sabana oak, also found in Costa Rica. This is the national tree of El Salvador, and it's found from Mexico to Venezuela. It is planted in the Coburn Park, Bangalore, Lal Bagh, and many birds like tanagers, piranga species, hummingbirds and orioles, they love to visit the flowers in its native range. This tree stands planted along the roadsides in Bangalore city. Its bark is also useful as medicine, reported to be useful against intestinal parasites, for the treatment of anemia, constipation. It is also the source of lapechol, derivative of naphthoquinone related to vitamin K, and it was earlier used for the cancer treatment also, but now it is reported it is a bit toxic, but it has ornamental value. The tree which we find in Cuba, basically many species of Tabebuias, they are vulnerable, they are already depleted. Habitat loss is the main factor, and many of the trees which are basically endemic to Cuba and they are vulnerable, we can name them as Tabebuia dubia is one, then Tabebuia polymorpha, then Tabebuia bibracteolata, then Tabebuia schäferi, then another one is Tabebuia anaphensis, another one is Tabebuia furfuracea. Another tree which is basically found in Argentina and Bolivia is Tabebuia lapacho. This is also vulnerable. in its native habitat. Another tree which is found in Trinidad, that is Tabebuia stenocalyx. This is also found. Another plant which is particularly called as Tabebuia roseoalba or Lapacho blanca. It is also included as a honey plant. And bird, especially the gilded sapphire bird, loves to visit its flowers. This is found in Brazil and Argentina. Another tree which is found in Brazil and Bolivia is Tabebuia elliptica. It is yellow-scented, pink flowering tree. Tabebuia polyantha is another one. In Bangalore and Gujarat, we also have introduced another tree, Tabebuia pallida, which is also known as Cuban pink trumpet tree or white cedar. It is a smaller tree with whitish flowers. Another tree Maxoni, is also found in South America, which is named after William Rolfe Maxon. We also have the trees which is vulnerable and found in Colombia and Panama, which is called as Tabebuia striata. Rather than the ornamental value, these trees, they also attract many birds and insects, especially Tabebuia aurea is intimately related to the survival of Spix macaw, Cynoseta spixi. So we need to disseminate the knowledge regarding the city trees to the younger generation, so they can take the holistic view whether we should introduce these plants in subsequent gardens or we should select our own trees. But the spectacular beauty of these flowers is so tempting, and it was because of their ornamental value. They stands already introduced in our parks and gardens, but we also have our own medicinal and reputed plant which is native to India from the same family and which is anti-cancerous, that is Oroxylum indicum. So Tabebuia belongs to the Oroxylum bignoniaceae family, to which even other Patala, another Dashmul tree, Stereospermum suaveolens, also belongs.